We interrupt this program for a first alert weather advisory.
All right, and good evening. We're tracking strong storms right now. We have a severe thunderstorm watch that's been issued for portions of our area, and that's why we're updating you. At least you're seeing this video. When by the time you see this video, it'll be just a little bit later. But either way, I don't really have the computer here that I normally do the live videos with, but I wanted to go ahead and update you nevertheless and keep you up to date on the storm system. Let's go ahead and we're going to back out. Here's an entire look across the area right now. The computer's still trying to play through all the radar viewpoints, but we've got this pink box here across portions of southern Illinois. That's a severe thunderstorm watch that's been issued this evening, and so this goes out until 9 o'clock tonight. Anybody in this pink box is there's a possibility you could see severe storms in your area. If you're in that pink box, I should say. Again, it goes out until 9 o'clock tonight for 70-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail. Probably 60-mile-an-hour winds or greater, but the warning right now that we have is for 70-mile-an-hour winds. So that's a concern. So we're talking anywhere along the southern extent of Jackson County, Williamson County, Saline County, portions of Gallatin County, or as well as Hardin County. And that's kind of a weird area because it's a little bit south of the other areas that they put in the watch, but either way, you're included in that. And so the potential for that is greater. And again, these counties off to the north. So Randolph County, Perry County, Franklin County, or any of those counties basically off to the north are the areas that we're talking about. My mom's in the background right now dealing with the dog, so if you hear something, that's what those noises are. So here's the activity we're talking about, and as we look at that, that's a pretty mean looking storm. This yellow box you see is a severe thunderstorm warning. It goes out in for portions of our area. We're talking Randolph County and portions of Washington County in southern Illinois until 5 p.m. for at least 80-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail. So understand that this is a mean complex of storms. As we put on the wind data there, notice these colors over here in the white. You start to see these bright pinks, the purple shades, and then you get into this white color here. That's winds well over 70 miles an hour. In fact, our radar is pinging winds right now at 95 miles an hour that's hitting the storm system just south of Waterloo along Route 3 and 156. So again, this is a very serious situation, and that's why we're updating you. That's also why the severe thunderstorm watch has been issued. Now, another thing I want to show you is look at all this yellow and green in here that the radar is hitting along Maystown, Waterloo, Millstadt, just east of the Mississippi River there as it moves closer to Evansville, and that's Illinois, Red Bud, Illinois, New Athens. That's the hail that we're seeing there. So anytime you see those yellows and the orange colors, and especially the greens, that's signs of hail. And you can see that on the radar right now over the Waterloo Filts as well. So again, these storms are moving towards our area. Now, who will be impacted and when will you be impacted? They're tracking these storms east to southeast. So you've got a track here for this portion of it that tracks it east. That portion would impact these areas within kind of the general time frame that you see on your screen right there. If you want, you can pause the video, take a look at those. But generally, what you need to know, within the next 45 minutes or so, Nashville will be impacted. In fact, it's going to be a little bit less because when this track was drawn by the computer, the storms were just a little bit farther to the west of there. Now, if you're in Mount Vernon, probably within just about an hour and 20 minutes or so, maybe an hour to an hour and 15 to an hour and 20 minutes when these storms impact you. If you're further south and east along the southern extent of this line, what I'm going to go ahead and do now is track that, and I'm going to draw my own track on it because there's more southerly extent of this that the computer system is not tracking itself, and I believe they're still tracking it at 40, and I'm going to track it south and east. So here's what you need to know. Here's based on the current speed of that storm. Yes, they are still tracking it at 40. Here's a look at the track for the most southern extents of our area. So if you're in Perryville, Illinois, Nashville, Illinois, talking places like Pinckneyville between 5:01 and 5:14. We're talking Murfreesboro between 5:35, Mount Vernon at 5:43 right now based on the current speed of those storms. Carbondale by about 5:44. So again, just a little bit over an hour. West Frankfort there by 5:55. The Marion Airport by 5:56. We're talking Marion by 6:03. We're talking Miss Bunting's house there at Miss Bunting Farms by 6:09. Paulton by 6:11, and McLeansboro by about 6:20. So again, by 6 o'clock, things are going to get nasty around here. Hopefully these storms will weaken before they get here, but I wanted to post this video to update you on what's going on across the area right now. So again, the severe thunderstorm watch goes out until 9 o'clock tonight for 70-mile-an-hour winds, quarter-size hail. Right now we have storms warned for 80-mile-an-hour winds. We'll continue to track this activity and keep you up to date. Reporting right now, though, in the Weather Center, I'm Kay McFerrin, 9 News.